Hello, I'm Jason Buck, and this is your Palos Verdes real estate market update. I decided to go outside because it's such a beautiful day. Catalina is over in the distance out there. This is the Point Vicente neighborhood, and each little area of Palos Verdes has its own microclimate. I mean, the first city was Palos Verdes Estates, as Vanderlip had planned the Palos Verdes project, and that's a very unique neighborhood, and it's something to talk about all in itself. And then Rolling Hills Estates, and Rancho, if you're not familiar with the area. But I'd be happy to get into that at another time. Right now, what I'm trying to do is tell you how many homes are coming on the market and what are some of the ones that we liked. I also have my dog Storm here with us today. She's excited to be outside as well. All right. Looks like we had 32 or 33 new homes that went active in the last week, and that is from May 22nd to May 29th today. 17 of those are price reductions. So, there's a couple new homes that came out on Via Almar. That's a beautiful section of lower Malaga Cove. I have a listing on 8 Clipper, which is over by Barkentine or the St. Peter's by the Sea Church. That listing, we did a price reduction. We're down to 219. I get mixed up all the time, but yeah, 219. And it's a nice place. He just did a lot of work to it. New kitchen, new flooring, new vaulted ceiling with a lot of windows looking out to the ocean. It's beautiful. I'll put a link down below. He's motivated. Some of these listings are sitting on the market. That's why so many, like over half of the listings right now this week were price reductions. But we also have seen a little bit of an uptick in the sales. So there's 12 homes that went into escrow. Most notably 4005 Via Campesina. Now that was a home that we brought up the other day. It was on for maybe 2 weeks. It's in the Valmonte section of Palos Verdes Estates. Don't typically see big dollar stuff like that. And that's a big one. It's at 5.25. Very, very, very nice home, newer home, but that's kind of set in the scale for that neighborhood. Also, there is now a home over $6 million on Paseo del Mar, 2108, that's in escrow, and that looks pretty solid. It's going pending. So there are some homes that are selling and moving. There is some inventory that's sitting. It's really dependent upon price and how nice it is. Well, not always, because some of these are fixers, and those are selling. The last two that I just mentioned were both beautiful homes. Okay, so sales. We had 10 sales in the last week here, of which Phantom was one that we talked about a while back. That was just a good deal over in the Ladera Linda area. Listed at 1.5 and it went up 45 grand, so it sold at 1.545. That was a pretty clean house. I think some of the homes in that area are suffering a little bit from the slide. People are nervous about the slide. They're nervous of the proximity and whether or not there's going to be issues down the road regarding the slide. Personally, I don't think so. I think the slide, the Portuguese Bend landslide, is a very isolated area. It's kind of like a horseshoe. Going from Wayfarers Chapel to just a little bit of the Seaview neighborhood. Seaview, though, for the last 6 months, I believe has been slow moving, if any movement. I believe power is restored there. Power is restored on the lower Portuguese Bend, but inside the upper Portuguese Bend area, there's still no power or gas and movement, especially over by Wayfarers Chapel. We're still seeing movement. So to understand that, there's bentonite that's under 130 feet or 300 feet underground, and that whole area that from that boundary that I mentioned has the bentonite in it, which is causing that landslide. So further on north to Clipper, Barkentine, I don't see movement or have knowledge that there's an issue at that area. And further south past Schooner, like Conqueror and that's not a bad deal still on the market right now. I'd be happy to show it to you. But those homes I think are suffering, but not in jeopardy of movement. Keep in mind there is clay here. It has expansion contraction capabilities, so you're going to want to control the water when it comes and guide it to a right spot. All right, so that was a good sale. Another one that I like to mention is a Via Collarin. That was listed at 2.349 and sold at 2.415. That just closed. So that's, the homes that are priced right are selling. And then the other ones are kind of sitting. So there is still a little bit of an opportunity there. If you'd like more information or to get on an automatic update, we can do that. Just let me know. Kevin's busy today, so doing it solo. And I got a trip to Washington, D.C. next week, so I may or may not do the show from there. I'm going to the National Association of Realtors convention in Washington. So, but leave your comments or be happy to direct email me, and I'll get back to you. And still plenty of stuff happening. So thanks for watching. Make it a great day.